Hello, and welcome. Today is Monday. You are seeing this on a Wednesday though, because I didn't do a last week's what sold because I was in Birmingham, Alabama. So I am going to show you what sold over the weekend. We have $900 going out on eBay, and then we have over $250 going out on Etsy, and we have over $200 going out on Poshmark. So an exciting weekend on multiple platforms. Let's take a look. So first up are two gravy boats. These guys are not marked, but one of you, and I don't remember who, if it was you, thank you. I'm sorry, I forgot who you were. These are Red Wing Green Village, and from my research, a lot of these are not marked, and these are not. So I did not know to look for Red Wing Green Village until one of you told me. So I got this lot for myself. I paid $50. I pulled out everything that I wanted and that I would use, and then I decided to list the rest, which was quite a bit still. Several cabinets full of pottery. So I pulled out what I wanted. I have been listing over the weekend what is left, and these two sold for $58.50. So all of the dishes that are in my cabinet plus everything else that is listed is now paid for with the sale of two gravy boats. So $58.50 plus they paid $18 in shipping. I honestly am less than $1 into each of these because I got like 100 pieces for that $50. So we'll say $1, and this is close to a $50 profit, and it sold in one day. Go to them.
Hi.
Tell them happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
All right, up next is this awesome tile. So this is by Cleo Tsidre, and it was Tsidre Designs, and these sell really, really well. Now, this one I picked up at Goodwill for $3.99 down in South Florida. Sold in less than a month for $32.49. But I am going to give this buyer a discount. She kept trying to figure out how to counter offer me $25. Couldn't figure it out, and she finally just paid. So I'm going to go ahead and refund her that $7 because I did tell her I would accept the $25. And this one is going to be about an $18 profit. This was marked. That's how I knew. But I also, if it didn't have that sticker, could have used this signature here. Watch out for painted tiles because a lot of them can sell pretty good, and 4 into 25 is a pretty good profit. Up next is this cold shoulder sweater. This has been here over 2 years. It was from a QVC palette. Said it before, I'll say it again. When you buy pallets, you get stuff that'll sell fast and you get stuff that won't. So this is Attitudes by Renee. I do have quite a bit more of these cold shoulder sweaters. This one sold for $3.38 plus the buyer paid $6 in shipping. So it is about break even, and I am happy to see it go and get that money to use it towards inventory that will sell better. Next, some more things that have been sitting here for 2 years. 2 years. These are some pewter candle holders. They are marked there on the bottom. They are Leonard genuine pewter, and the way these things are getting out of here is I'm sending offers. If it's been here 2 years, I send an offer for 30% off. Those two sold for $7.16. I'm actually only $1 in because they were in an auction box lot, so I didn't pay much. They're going to be about a $5 profit, and again, I am happy to see them go. Up next is some yarn. I haven't sold any yarn in a while, but I haven't picked any up. So this has been here about a year. This is Moonlight Mohair. I paid $1 for these. I paid 50 cents each at the thrift store. And these two sold for $12.15. Plus the buyer paid $7 in shipping. So these two are going to be about a $5 profit after fees. Watch out for yarn. And the nice thing about yarn is they have these scan codes. And you can use your eBay app to scan the barcode. And then you'll actually see if the exact yarn that you're looking at will sell. Up next are some Michael Kors shoes. Paid $1 for these. $1. They sold in about 6 months for $13.80. So about a $10 profit. That was while I was at a garage sale. and I am happy with the $10 profit. Up next are some plates. These are Culinary Arts Studio Collection, and these two sold for $20.48. Again, less than $1 in. I buy these in lots. These were an online auction lot, and I do use high bid. If you're not familiar, I do have a video. If you search the Nurse Flipper high bid, you will see that. And these sold for $20.48, and they will be about a $16 profit. For my plates, I use 14 by 14 boxes because those are 10 to 11 inch plates typically when they're dinner plates, and the 12-inch box just does not provide enough protection around it. I do want to take a minute to real quick say I did post in my community feed, but if you have not yet joined my email list, definitely check it out. You can go to thenurseflipper.com, and on the front page you can sign up. I do have a free shipping supplies list if you want that. If not, you can scroll to the bottom and just join the list without getting the free supply list. And I use that email to email out like news notifications. I'm trying to put some tips in, like products that I like to use, and just have a different way to communicate outside of YouTube in case you might not be able to get on the videos. Next is a baseball glove. You probably have never seen me sell a baseball glove unless you watched the video Monday, because I sold one for $150 last week. This one I paid $2 for at a garage sale, and this one sold for $29.24. So this one's about a $25 profit. With the baseball gloves, all I do is look up this code here, like the number, and that lets me know if they're selling and how much they're selling for. And I will tell you, most of the gloves that I find are not worth picking up, but I have found these two. So now I'm out of stock on gloves, so I'll definitely keep an eye out on those. Up next is this cute little cloisonne kitty cat teapot. So this one here actually was not marked. So I did put trade aid in question mark because I got this in a lot with a lot of other trade aid that were marked. So it is possible that it wasn't marked. I paid about $5 for this in a lot, and it sold for $30 plus the buyer paid shipping. I did have it listed at $45. I thought about countering, but my sales were pretty low. So I'm actually really excited and proud to say that as of yesterday, we had 7 days in a row with sales over $300 a day, which is awesome. We used to average about $250. We are doing better at averaging that $300, and our goal is to average $500 in sales a day. So hopefully that'll continue climbing. These two little fruit tarts are little cross stitch kits. These my mom brought for me, and they have been listed for over a year. So mom brought these over because she had had them forever, and I do split this with her. These two sold for $6.84 combined, so about $3 each. You can see they were originally about $4.50 each. Not sure if mom got them on sale or not, but this will just be split with my mom, about a $5 profit on both, and I'm happy that they are gone because they have been here over a year as well. This is a really, really pretty hanky. If you see here the lace, unfortunately, we didn't really get it in the picture, so it didn't sell for as much as I would have liked. It only sold for $3.75, but it's been here a year, so I was happy to take that offer. Again, I'm trying to just be, I don't know the word. I want to let this older stuff go because over the years I have learned to source better. I'm definitely getting higher dollar products. And yeah, I need to just let go of that old inventory. I'm less than $1 in, so it's still actually a $2 profit. We're not losing money, and I am happy with that. Next are some Nexium pens. These are the really nice heavyweight ones that were from George the Antique Nomad's estate sale that I went to. These three actually went out to a buyer, Miss Judy, and she got the three for $15. I did have them listed at $25, and she sent me an offer. So if you guys are interested in something in my store, definitely send me an offer. Let me know you're a subscriber, and then I might consider a little bit lower than I would for the general public. So these I'm $1.50 in, and they're going to be about a $12 profit. Up next, this is a little artichoke spoon holder. Really, really cute. It is marked that it was made in Italy. And this one I paid $1 for. It sold for $9.74 plus the buyer paid $9 in shipping, because with packaging and box, this is probably going to go over £1, and this one will be about a $7 profit. Up next, this is a Rolling Stones CD 2-disc set. This was in a box lot. So when you see a lot of things that you wouldn't typically think you would see me sell, they were in box lots, and I'm okay listing them to get more money out of those lots. So these two sold for $6.99. I'm less than $1 in, and the buyer paid $3 in shipping because these will ship via media mail, and they will be about a $5 profit. Up next is some Avon Planet Spa. So if you're not looking at health and beauty, definitely do. These were less than $1. I bought multiples. This person bought one. This is actually the last one that we have, and it sold for $8.83. I am less than 50 cents in, so it's going to be about a $7 profit after fees. Watch for these. These were in the front cabinet at a Goodwill, and I think the whole bag was like $5.99. Don't pass up the cabinets at the Goodwills. A lot of times the stuff in there is not that expensive, and it is worth looking up. And another thing here over 2 years, this Winnie the Pooh cup. I picked this up when I thought, oh, it's Disney, it's Pooh, it'll sell. Well, it sold for $3. About a $2 profit, and I'm glad it's gone. You know, I show you guys my mistakes as well as my successes, because I think it's really important to know that not everything is a home run, not everything is a $50 profit, but all of this is what adds up to making $150,000 in sales for me. So I want to make sure that I show you all of it. Up next is a shirt that I paid up for. I paid $6.99 for this. This is a Jordan Florida Gators. The cool thing about this is it was a team issued only. It is an extra large, and this one sold for $40. I had it listed close to $70. Again, it's been here about a year. Sent them a 30% off offer. My $6.99 into a $40 sale, and about a $30 profit. So I do watch out for the Nike shirts, definitely the Nike Jordan shirts, and I will pay up if I feel like I can get the money out of them. Up next is some silverware. This is cocktail forks. These are from Gorham. Paid $1.99 at a garage sale. They sold for $11.04, so they're about an $8 profit. Watch for Gorham. Watch for Oneida. Oneida can sell really high depending on the pattern, and don't pass up silverware, especially if it's new in the box. Next, this is a Sports Afield magazine. It is Take Your Best Shot. This one is from May of 2019, so it's not really old. I paid less than 50 cents. I got stacks and stacks of magazines for really cheap, and most of them are lotted up, but this was the only one of this type. So I did list it by itself, and it sold for $5.18. Plus the buyer paid $6 in shipping. So just a little fact, if they have advertisements in them, they cannot ship as media mail. So make sure you remember that. Next is this little wishbone. So this actually sold in 2 days. It sold really fast. I was surprised. Not sure if I can get it to focus there for you, but this one is signed Bo. It is signed Sterling. I paid $5 for this at Renninger's Antique Fair, and it sold for $32.49 in about 2 days. So this one is about a $24 profit. Next is this Keystone XL 100. Bought it in an old tote full of camera and flashes and bulbs, all kinds of stuff. This one sold for $22.49. I'm less than $1 in. It's about a $20 profit, and it took about 6 months to sell. Up next is this really, really pretty Sadler teapot. I do want you to note that it does have crazing down here. It does have discoloration. I made sure to notate that and show it in my listing. There's the bottom. There's your marking for when you're looking it up. I paid $5 for this at a local in-person auction. I need to go again. I've only been once in 2 years. But this one sold for $30, so it's going to be about a $20 profit, and it sold in about 2 months. Another one here for 2 years, Chicago Cubs. So a lot of times with these lots, They're just like pallets. You get some stuff that'll sell really fast and make your money up and you're in the profit. And then you get stuff that will sit here for years. So this one sold for $3.42 plus the buyer paid shipping. I'm less than $1 in, so it's still a $2 profit, and the lot as a whole is hundreds of dollars in the profit. So I have the space, I have the room to let these slower selling lot items sit here, and I am okay with that. Next, I picked this up at the thrift store. It is just a panel. So pretty simple panel. You can see the tiger there. There's some giraffes. There's an elephant, lion, all kinds of things. So the main keyword here that I believe sold this is safari.
Whoa, it's nice.
So I put safari fabric quilt panel. I paid $1.99. It sold for $19.49, making it over a $15 profit in less than 2 months. That's where your keywords really matter. So I put safari, lion, elephant, zebra. Dalton says it's nice. And it sold really fast. Next, this is a glass bake. This one has only been here about 6 months. I picked this up blindly, and when I say that, I mean I couldn't research the comps. So I paid $1, not a bad price. It was not worth much. It sold for $10 plus the buyer paid $13 in shipping, making it about a $7 profit. Up next is a micro mosaic. This is a really pretty, it is marked made in Italy, and I paid $5 for this one. This one sold for $38 plus the buyer paid shipping. The nice thing about this one is, besides being about a $30 profit, it is oval and has kind of the filigree on the edges. So be careful when you are picking these up, and know that the smaller the glass, typically the older it is. I learned that at the first Renninger's antique fair that I went to. Up next are some Grumbacher paintbrushes. I have not sold paintbrushes in forever. I actually need to go through because I think most of them are not listed anymore because I listed them in sets by the item number. But these two here sold for $16. I am pennies in. They are about a $15 profit, and Dalton has been playing with them. Up next, this is a really cool crab brooch, and you are going to see some more crabs. Look at the colors on this. It's like plastic or polymer. Not sure what exactly this is, but I am $2 in. It sold for $20 plus the buyer paid $17 in shipping. This little crab is going international. Next, some placemats. Guys, don't look over the placemats. That's another thing I love to pick up. These two sold for $12.98. I paid 50 cents each, so they're about a $10 profit. Really easy to list, really easy to photograph, really easy to ship. Now, these are Better Homes and Gardens. They did still have their tag, which makes it a lot easier to look up as well as to list. Next, I believe these are little cocktail napkins. I paid 59 cents each, so I'm about $5 into all of them, and they sold as a set for $30 plus the buyer paid shipping. So these are going to be about a $22 profit. Another thing, little napkins, guys, don't pass them up. These I knew would sell because they had the little chicken, and they did sell in less than a month. All right, next is this little ramekin dish porcelain. It does say www.onlymadeinitaly.com. I did look up this website, and it is no longer. Now, I paid $1.99. It sold for $15, so it's about a $10 profit, and it sold in less than 2 months. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at these Etsy sales as well as Poshmark. All right, so first, this was a really big Poshmark sale. $155 sale, and you're not going to believe what it was. So it was 3 pillowcases, and these I got at Goodwill for $1.59 each. These are So Susie Designs. I did find her over on Etsy, so I do not list these on Etsy. Sold on Poshmark. And they have tags that say by So Susie Designs. Really thick, really nice fabric. So this one, I love. This was probably my favorite one I found. This elephant one. And this one, they sold for $30 each. I paid $1.59. And then She also got these 2 brooches. This one says made in Israel. This was listed less than a week. And then this one kind of looks like a music note to me. This one is sterling silver. So she got 3 pillowcases, 2 brooches, and it was $155 order. $120 after Poshmark fees. I am about $15 into that. That is over $100 profit sale. So if you were not cross-posting, I would suggest you cross-post. Personally, I use List Perfectly. I've used them for over a year. I love that they copy everything. Now that I am basing everything in my List Perfectly catalog, it's really easy to end them on other platforms. I do have videos showing how to use List Perfectly to cross-post, so if you search the Nurse Flipper and List Perfectly, you will find them. And if you want to try it out, I have a code, the Nurse Flipper, all one word, no spaces, and you will get 30% off of your first month. You're seeing well over $400 in sales that would not have been possible without List Perfectly. So yeah, so let's see what else. Crab sold on Poshmark. This is a little moonstone crab. This one sold for $21, and this one is marked Spain on the back there. Again, on Poshmark, I am $2 in. This is about a $15 profit. And then this Longaberger basket sold for $40 on Poshmark. I am $8 in. This one is not marked here. This one is marked on the inside. There you go. A little bread basket with the liner, $40, about a $28 profit. Over on Etsy, this basket sold for $171. 171 bucks. It has the cowrie shells. It is woven. This is an absolutely beautiful basket. I picked up in an online auction for about $15. This is a close to $140 profit. Do not pass up baskets. Look at them if they are nice. I would try and identify them by the Google Lens app. And we made a lot of money off of baskets. And do not pass up Pioneer Woman. $47, guys, on Etsy. Pioneer Woman panels. I am less than $2 in. These are over a $40 profit. Watch for your linens. Better Homes and Gardens, Pioneer Woman. They come from Walmart and they sell. And last on Etsy is this little vase. And this one sold for $46. I paid about $2. This is about a $40 profit. So we are doing excellent over on Etsy. Poshmark is starting to ramp up. We had no Facebook Marketplace sales if you didn't notice. If you sell on Facebook Marketplace shipping, please let me know if your sales are down, because I'm not sure what happened. It's like somebody turned the spigot off. eBay is doing great. And yeah, if you didn't see my announcement a few days ago, I did quit my nursing job. I am not changing my name. There have been a lot of you that have asked me if I am changing my name. The answer to that is no, I am not, because I went to years of nursing school and spent a lot of money that I still owe to become a nurse. And I am still a nurse whether I'm practicing or not. So my name, The Nurse Flipper, will remain, to those of you that were wondering. All right. I have a lot of coffees to thank people for, and I want to explain Buy Me a Coffee. So Buy Me a Coffee is a tip for content creators like myself. If you appreciate the content and you would like to show a tip, then you can go to buymeacoffee.com. I will put my link down in the comments for you. And the nice thing is it takes a lot less percent than YouTube. So if you don't know, YouTube takes about 30% from super chats and membership fees and things like that. Buy Me a Coffee only takes about 5%. So I didn't thank everybody last week because we were in Birmingham, Alabama, so I didn't even do a what sold. So I would really like to do that now, because I really do appreciate all of you that send me coffees. It's very important to me to thank you. Diane Beal sent me 2 coffees and said, "So glad I found you in your videos. I appreciate everything you do to help us be successful at our reselling." Diane, thank you so much. I am very, very happy to help. And then Pickin' the 603 bought me 3 coffees and said, "Thanks for all the info you share." Pickin' the 603, you are so welcome. I am so happy to help. And then Northern Bar bought me a coffee and said, "Thank you for generously sharing your experiences." You are so welcome. YouTube and teaching is really a big part of my life, and it's definitely a passion, and I absolutely love doing it. And then Andrea Valdez bought me 5 coffees. Thank you so much, Andrea. I started watching you and eBaying right after Christmas, and I'm over $1,000 in sales since yesterday. That is absolutely amazing. I love hearing stuff like this. I listen to your videos while I work my 7-day-a-week residential and commercial house cleaning company. So sad will everyone be when I switch to full-time eBay. You are very, very right. Thank you so much for the coffees. And Caroline Hedman bought me 5 coffees and said, Kat, thank you so much for answering my question and helping me understand all the little things that will help me be a better reseller. You're awesome, and I can't wait to meet you in April. Caroline, I can't wait to meet you either. It will be so fun. We still do have 2 spots open at our Davenport, Orlando eBay reseller class retreat. So if you are interested, there are 2 spots left, and we booked the Sevierville, Tennessee one. So go to thenurseflipper.bigcartel.com and you will see the rooms that are left available. Caroline, thanks again. And then Deborah Davenport bought me a coffee and said, thank you. This video is exactly what I needed next. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Deborah, you are so welcome. Thank you so much for the coffee. And Linda, Thrifty Boomer Gal, bought me a coffee and said, you become an inspiration and your tips are very helpful. Thanks. Linda, you are so welcome. Thank you so much for the coffee. And then Michelle from Ricochet Vintage Finds bought me 3 coffees and said, thank you. My business is growing because of your videos. Michelle, you are so welcome. I'm so happy to hear it. And that is the point of why I'm doing this. I'm very, very happy to hear that. And then Pammy bought me a coffee and said, thank you for all the knowledge you have given me. Pammy, you are so welcome. Thank you so much for the coffee. And then someone bought me a coffee. Buy me a coffee is kind of tricky. Every time I send someone a coffee, my name's never there. So whoever that someone is, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And then Natalie bought me 3 coffees and she said, a cappuccino for you. Thank you so much for putting up the Shipping for Beginners video together so quickly. So clear and so very helpful. Thanks again. Natalie, you're so welcome. I'm very happy to help. And thank you so much for the coffees. And then Scrappy Stamper bought me 3 coffees and said, have a great trip. Thanks for all the shipping info. Really appreciate it. Scrappy Stamper, you are so welcome. Thank you so much for the coffees. And then Suzanne bought me a coffee and said, Kat, you've taught me so much. I appreciate everything you do to help others. Thank you so much for being such an inspiration. Suzanne, you are very, very welcome. And thank you so much for the coffee. And then Cassandra got me a coffee and said, thank you again for all of your learning videos. I'm almost ready. I'm just getting supplies now. Cassandra, I'm excited to hear about you starting, and I know you can do it. Thank you so much for the coffee. And then Karen A. bought me a coffee and said, thank you again for your motivational speech. You have helped me more than you will ever know. Karen, you're so welcome. Thank you so much for the coffee. And I'm glad to be a motivation, guys. I'm going to try and throw some of that motivation stuff into my videos a little more often as we go along. And then Jenny bought me a coffee and said, thank you for taking your time to help me with the twisted paperweight sculpture the other day. I appreciate you. Jenny, I'm so happy to have been able to help. And to any of you who haven't messaged me, I do answer all my messages. You can reach out on Instagram, The Nurse Flipper, or email me, kat@thenurseflipper.com, and I would be happy to help. And then Amy K bought me 3 coffees, sending out so much support to you and your wonderful family. This nurse decision video was super interesting to me as a retired nurse pre-COVID. So I don't blame you one bit. And you are a master of reselling and video teaching about it. So I know you will do great, and we'll all follow yours and Dalton's journey. Thank you so much, Amy. I really appreciate it. I do feel like I've made the right decision. I've not found my groove yet. I'm not gonna lie. It's only been a few days. You see my buddy back there. The shed is a mess, so that is on my list for this week. I have been listing, and I've got to kind of find my full-time groove now that I am in it. So again, Amy, thank you so much. And then Nicole S. bought me 3 coffees and said, you've got this, Kat. Thank you so much, Nicole. I really appreciate it. I appreciate your support and your belief in me. It means a lot. And then Pam Davis bought me a coffee. Thank you, Pam. I appreciate it. And then Mother bought me 2 coffees and said, thank you for sharing your knowledge with us. Mother, you are so welcome. I'm so happy to help. And then someone bought me 2 coffees and said, you are very courageous, an example of what can be done with brains and hard work. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Brains, hard work, belief, faith. I think you need all of it, and you need to know you can do it. Super important, and I know that I can. So thank you so much for the coffees. And then Sally Lang bought me 3 coffees and said, I just want to thank you for the many things I have learned from watching your channel. Congrats on following your dream. Sally, thank you so much, and I really do appreciate that. All right, that is the end. Again, don't forget, go to thenurseslipper.com, check out the email list, sign up for that. You can go to thenurseslipper.bigcartel.com for the camp and eBay retreat rooms. I really do appreciate you guys watching. I will see you on Friday with another video. I hope you have a good week and happy hump day. Do you want to tell them happy hump day?
Happy hump day.
Happy hump day.
Happy hump day.
Bye, guys. Tell them bye.
Bye.